Watch live on your television. Go to the YouTube app on your phone, search Weather Pulse Now, and then click the casting button on the top right. Weather Pulse live coverage will begin soon. Watch live on your television. Go to the YouTube app on your phone, search Weather Pulse Now, and then click the casting button on the top right. Weather Pulse live coverage will begin soon. Watch live on your television. Go to the YouTube app on your phone, search Weather Pulse Now, and then click the casting button on the top right. Weather Pulse live coverage will begin soon. Watch live on your television. Go to the YouTube app on your phone, search Weather Pulse Now, and then click the casting button on the top right. Weather Pulse live coverage will begin soon. Watch live on your television. Go to the YouTube app on your phone, search Weather Pulse Now, and then click the casting button on the top right. Weather Pulse live coverage will begin soon. Watch live on your television. Go to the YouTube app on your phone, search Weather Pulse Now, and then click the casting button on the top right. Weather Pulse live coverage will begin soon.
All right, I want to give you an update here on the storm potential as we head into later this afternoon and into the overnight period. You're looking at radar right now, and you'll see there's a couple of areas here that I'm watching. First, this Boeing segment here down in southern and central Kentucky, and then some activity that's behind that. So data suggested yesterday that we would see two lines, kind of what we're seeing right now. This area from, let's say, western Indiana all the way down towards the Tennessee-Kentucky border, and then the other down here towards the Boot Hill of Missouri. These storms are making their way off towards the northeast here over the next little bit. There is a tornado watch that is in effect for a few counties here, and I'll show you the alerts here on the tornado watch, and you'll see that's for Louisville, Lexington, and Point South. That tornado watch continues here till about 4 p.m. today. So Storm Prediction Center still has us in that enhanced risk. So that's, the potential here for widespread severe weather as we head into later this afternoon into tonight. Now, there's a lot of things that are not going into the favor for this potential for severe here as we go into this afternoon and this evening, and I'll explain why in just a minute. So zoomed in a little bit closer here, showing you where we're at currently on the radar. And you'll see locally, there's really not much going on at the moment. That will change here as we go over the next, let's say we're at 11:24 now. Within the next 2 hours, should start, well, within the next hour or so, especially in Scott, Jennings, Jefferson County, we'll start to see some rain move in. Right now, that rain is approaching I-65, so from Bloomington, just west of Louisville. No warnings with this line. A lot of lightning with it, but no warnings at this time. What we can do here is I'll switch over to the Louisville radar site and just kind of look at some of the winds that are associated with it. There's the line you can see. And I'll switch over to the velocity view. And you'll see, for the most part, the storms are behaving. There's some stronger pockets of wind here just southwest of Louisville, but these are not severe. But all of the activity that's moving our way here does not have anything really that's showing severe wind gusts. There could be a rogue warning or two, as we go over the next couple of hours. But the overall trend here, from what I've been watching on the radar, especially with the activity that's moving in our direction, it has, it's going to definitely put a damper on the race up there in the Indianapolis area. Any outdoor activity plans here as we go towards 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon are going to, be impacted. But overall, the severe potential here looks a little lower as we head into this afternoon with this initial line of storms. So behind that, and I'll put on the satellite imagery and just show you here, that's not what I want to show. Let me see if I can take that off. Satellite. So, got a big deck of clouds here stretched from Cincinnati to St. Louis. The quicker those clouds get out this afternoon, the better the threat for severe weather as we go into the nighttime. Right now, from what it looks like to me, and historically, and I mentioned this yesterday, anytime we get thunderstorms in that early morning, late afternoon hour, we tend to have a really hard time recovering from that to see severe weather potential. So my bets are, lower severe potential, maybe more of a slight risk potential as we go in later tonight and through this afternoon. Over the next several hours here, possible severe, it's going to be further south, Lexington and south, actually towards Richmond, Bardstown points south towards the Bluegrass Parkways. That's where the main threat for severe weather will be over the coming hours here. So let me time this out here on Future Radar, and just we'll show you here what to expect over the coming hours. So here is 1 o'clock. Notice the storms moving into southern Indiana, southeastern Indiana, down towards Owen County. All right, so we'll advance this here. That line still moving in around 2. I'm not saying any of these storms won't be severe. There could be some strong to severe wind gusts, but the overall threat here, it's really outpacing some of the energy it needs to survive. So we'll see how this kind of unfolds here over the coming hours. But Future Radar has always mentioned the potential here for some damaging storms as we've went to anywhere between that 1 and 4 time frame. So there's still a possibility. But you look, and you notice this is 5 o'clock, and we've got widespread showers and storms, and that really doesn't taper off till about 7 or 8. And then another line of storms comes through around 10, 11 o'clock this evening, and then shuts that severe weather threat off. I will say my biggest concern will be flash flooding. So this is some of the data showing 3-4 inches, 2 to 4 inches of rainfall, especially south and west of Cincinnati. So there could ultimately evolve into more of a flash flooding threat concern as we go into the overnight hours. So I did want to just show you quickly here just the potential for lightning this afternoon into this evening, because a lot of people are outdoor doing things outdoors, and lightning is a big factor in whether or not you're going to do things. So around 2 o'clock, you can see lots of lightning in the area. That'll continue through 3, 4 o'clock. We'll still see some scattered lightning showing up here on future radar through about 6 or 7, and then very vivid lightning showing up here as we get to about 10, 11 o'clock, and then that kind of fizzles out there as it pushes east. Ultimately, the thing that I think we lack headed into this evening, and this will be, you can see this is the instability at 1 o'clock when that line moves through. But you'll notice it zaps out a lot of that energy, and it's really hard to get any of that back. You can see we don't have some of the brighter colors towards the evening hours. So everything right now is going against severe weather potential here for tonight. The only area, in my opinion, at the moment for where I think that there will be a potential for severe would be with this initial line that's moving through here. And right now, at the moment, it's behaving. They did just issue a new severe thunderstorm warning for the Elizabethtown area, Hodgenville, Bardstown, Radcliffe area for 60-mile-an-hour winds till 12. So I'm not saying that this line here will not be severe coming through, but the bigger threat with that secondary line later tonight, it's starting to fizzle out here because there's going to be a lot of time of rain and lots of clouds. So mentioned it yesterday morning doing a live here. It's very hard for our atmosphere here in the Ohio Valley to really recover from a large complex of storms that's kind of moving through here. So if we didn't see this, we would be in for a pretty big event tonight. But I think for the most part, this is going to be the run-of-the-mill type of severe event where you get some 60-mile-an-hour winds that move through. There could be an isolated spin up, but that's very, very low. And I think that flash flooding threat is going to be a good concern here as we go through the overnight period this afternoon into overnight. So it will be a washout, looks like, through most of the day today once that line moves in. And, it's going to be hard to do any outdoor activities. There'll be a break probably once we get to about 6, 7 o'clock, and then watch another line of showers and storms that will likely pose a flooding threat, not so much a severe threat as we go into the, 8, 9, 10, 11 time frame. So I'll answer any questions here. Overall, I'm not, very concerned about the severe weather threat. It's there today. We will see some severe, but the enhanced risk, I saw some crazy things being posted on the internet yesterday. People saying we need a high risk of severe and there's going to be an outbreak of tornadoes. And, I just kind of really was hesitant on mentioning that higher tornado threat because of the fact of what's happening here right now on radar. Because if this line, like I mentioned yesterday, was going to be, as intense as it is, or, got a lot of rain with it, that will limit our severe threats. So any questions you got, I can ask or answer those. Yeah, typically 2 rounds is pretty tough for us to do around here. It would really have to clear out pretty quick. So just watching this here, this is kind of what we call MCS. It was pretty potent here in western Kentucky. They had a tornado near Mayfield, Kentucky earlier here. And, now this is more turning into a damaging wind threat. And just looking at some of the, analysis here, mesoanalysis, a lot of the data suggests that this line there will have a little instability to work with, but it's losing some of the ingredients it needs as it continues to push a little bit here to the east. So I'm here. I'll keep my eye on it. If there's any warnings that are issued, I'll hop on or I'll post them on the chat or on the Facebook or X. All right. So, okay, that's it for now. I'll keep you updated.
Watch live on your television. Go to the YouTube app on your phone, search Weather Pulse Now, and then click the casting button on the top right.